Hello and welcome to Bias Bash. I'm Arthel Neville. The media appear to be taking sides in the aftermath of Wednesday's deadly shooting in San Bernardino, California. Take a look at the Friday cover of the New York Post. Terrorist in big, bold letters. Now let's look at the cover of the New York Daily News. The News says he's a terrorist, but so are these guys, making a strong statement about gun violence in America. Here now with media analysis is Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative reporter and Fox News contributor Judy Miller. Always good to see you, Judy.
Good to see you.
So what do you make of those two covers?
Well, I think these are tabloid newspapers that are aimed at selling newspapers, and that's what they've done effectively, each playing to its own constituency and its base. The New York Post, which skews right, is clearly going to label this a terrorist action before the government did, and they're also going to use the term Muslim terrorist, which is, in this instance now, given what we know at the time, now, which we didn't know yesterday, seems justified. But the Daily News is going to point out that guns always play a role, not only in an incident like San Bernardino, but also in the other horrendous shooting episodes that we've had in this country.
Like San Bernardino you just mentioned, of course. What do you think about the media's coverage of those events?
Look, I think that some people rush to judgment, but the government cannot afford to do so because terrorism is a legal definition. It implies a political motive and political agenda. And so it was wise for the government to wait until it had enough facts.
But so many people came after the president saying he's weak because he didn't call it terrorism right away.
I've taken many, I'm not going to say shots at the president, but I've been very critical of the president's foreign policy. But on this, he has to follow the Justice Department's lead in assigning something, that designation of terror to this incident. It's good that he's cautious. On the other hand, President Obama has been all too reluctant to call this what it is. This is not workplace violence. I mean, there could have been an element of that in this attack, but in general, he doesn't want to acknowledge that ISIS terrorism has come to the United States because that contradicts the meme that he's been promoting, which is ISIS is contained, no problem here. We know now from Paris, we know from the shoot down of the plane in Egypt, the Russian plane which has destroyed their economy, which is based on tourism, and now we know, apparently from San Bernardino, that terrorism has come here, that it is Islamic, at least militant Islamic, and that we must call it what it is in order to fight it.
It's an unfortunate day.
It is a tragedy, but as the New York Times reminded us this week in an excellent story, there is one mass shooting a day in this country, and this is not what some of us have in mind when we use the term American exceptionalism.
And we leave it there.
Thank
you very much, Judy. And of course, to hear more analysis on this topic, catch Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern and again at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Fox News Channel. I'm Arthel Neville. Thanks for watching.